Welcome back. Today is not my usual day to post my weight loss update, but we've been having really bad weather the last few weeks, and about a year ago, I wouldn't say it was 2 years ago, it's definitely like more recent than that. So about a year ago, we had really bad weather and we had our computer on and we lost power and we had to go get our computer fixed. So ever since then, when the rain is really bad, we just don't go on the computer. And that's where I edit my videos. So I just don't do any of that. And then I also just didn't record because I was in pain anyway. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to edit. So I just figured I'd record today instead. But anyway, we're in the beginning of the month, which means big updates. Since I've been slowing down significantly with the weight loss, which was expected, according to my doctor's words, I'm not going to be updating every week. I haven't really been updating every week. I may update every 2 weeks, or I might just leave it to once a month. It depends. Or maybe I'll do one big video once a month, and then every 2 weeks, or like halfway through the month, I'll do like a short. Not that these are very big videos, but compared to a short. I'm still working out the kinks there. So in this video, I'll kind of go over how my month went for July, what I weigh, what I would like to weigh by the end of August, and my measurements. My measurements haven't really changed, so I'm not going to actually display them from last month. I only lost an inch in my chest. Everything else stayed the same. Frankly, I'm very bloated. Like very bloated. So that might be affecting that. And also, again, I'm slowing down on the weight loss, so I don't really expect to see a lot of changing. But here we are, you know? Normally my goal was to show like a full body shot of what I look like every month. And I'm trying to determine, like, I think I'll record myself showing a full body shot later in the day, because I am just recording quickly before I run off to the doctor. The problem with that is, like, again, I'm not changing much right now, so I'm wondering if I should just pause showing you anything until I get to my weight loss goal. But maybe I don't do it for this video, and you guys let me know what you think. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll put it in my shorts. I have to figure this out. My brain's a little frazzled. I'm behind on a lot of recording, behind on a lot of posting, and I'm just a little frazzled. So don't mind me. I'm always kind of frazzled. It is what it is. So as of the month of July, I really didn't do much different. I didn't get to work out like I was really getting into in the beginning of July and like in June. It tapered off after that because again, the rain. My body was in a lot of pain and I didn't want to push it. The problem with having chronic illnesses is you can't really push these things because then it just gets worse, at least for me. Maybe I'll get to a point where I can push through it, but because I have kids and I have to clean and I have to do the house, like, I kind of want to prioritize that over being active on days that I'm in a lot of pain. Don't hate me for that. It's just, it is what it is. If I'm in too much pain and I can't get up to help the kids with something, like, it makes me feel really incapable of doing what I need to do, and it makes me feel really down. So if I miss a day of exercising, then so be it. Unfortunately, again, the weather has been shitty for like the last month on and off, so, you know, that sucks, but I'm trying to figure it out. I've been doing really good with my protein drinks. Only like 3 days did I not have my protein, like, completely, and that was actually all last week. I don't know what happened, but I just kept forgetting to have my protein shake, and well, that was like the only week that happened, so that was kind of funny. I have noticed I really don't eat, but I'm not hungry. So yes, that was something I said before I started my weight loss journey. I don't eat, but I was having, when I did eat, very calorie dense foods, and you know, I was like a sugar fiend. I'm not really much of a sugar fiend anymore. If I drink soda, it's Coke Zero, it's zero sugar, or the diets. I'm just not much of a sugar person anymore. That detox after the surgery was pretty solid for me. Occasionally I'll have something, but not to the extent I had to have before. Now it's kind of just like, I'll drink my protein shake in the morning or my protein water. It really just depends on my mood, on what I want to start drinking with. Then I've been making these mini protein bagels, which is just made with Greek yogurt, self-rising flour, and baking powder, and that's it. And I'll have that with like some peanut butter. just to get extra protein in. And then I won't really have a lunch. And then I'll make dinner, and depending on my mood, I may not have dinner. I usually try to make sure I have the dinner because dinner is almost always like very protein based. So I will try to get that in. But like there are days where I just have the dinner, or days where I just have really the bagel, but I'll have it like in lunchtime. It depends on my mood, and I don't feel hungry most of the time. There are times where I'm definitely like, wow, I should have eaten. I notice I am weak, like I do get dizzy, I do have low blood pressure as it is, so it's not helping that I'm not eating things. So I'm gonna try to work on that this month. I'm not saying I have to like gobble food down every 5 seconds, but maybe getting in a little bit more, or I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure that out. It's very weird trying to like get back into it. I did weigh in at 188.4. This is like a big deal for me because my biggest thing was that my first main goal to get to, my biggest goal to reach, would be to weigh less than what I was when I met my husband. And when I met my husband, I was 189 pounds. Actually, to be honest, I think I was like 190, 191, because I was 189 when I stopped my diet, and I had already been off the diet for a little while when I met him. So I was probably a few pounds up. But I'm going to stick with the 189 as that was my big goal to get to. And I'm 188.4. So yay. My doctor did say the weight loss would slow. Now I've lost over 50% of the body weight that I needed to lose. So he said it's going to slow and taper off. These next 6 months are going to be slow. After that, it's kind of like a, not really, it's like a maintaining. I intend to be done with my weight loss by then. 6 months to lose the last whatever amount of weight I plan to lose. It's going to be anywhere between 10 to 30 pounds. 30 would probably be the most I go down. Technically, I guess if I wanted to go to 150, 38 would be the most I go down. But I don't know. So I'll say 10 to 40 pounds will be my range of weight loss, and I'm determined to get that done within like even 4 months, maybe 5 months. If I'm slowing down, I'll probably just say the 6 months. I did get an infinity hoop because I needed something that I could do exercise wise that is like easy on the joints and the injuries I have and the chronic illnesses I have. So I'm waiting for that to come in. I also have a lot of loose skin, so I think once that tightens up, I'll lose a lot of weight. I think that the slowing down of the weight loss might be able to be increased by being a little bit more consistent and doing more exercises. I was kind of doing a little bit just to kind of get my body moving, but my doctor does want me to do 5 hours of exercising a week, so maybe if I do that, I can kick up the weight loss again. So wish me luck on that one. I also got it was on sale, like a little thigh abductor thing. I'm not really privy to spending money on myself. I don't like doing it too much, and I have a lot of guilt with doing it, but I really need to get back on track. So let's hope it works. I will say I ended up doing a couple weeks ago, I did a nerve blockers in my spine because we're trying to see if they work so that I can get the nerves in my spine, in my lower back, burned. We've done it before, but here we are again, needing to do it again. And it didn't really work as well this time. And it's kind of leaving me feeling really upset because there's not much more we can do for my spine. And I just kind of wanted it to work. So I gotta see. I'm gonna go see the doctor about that today and see what's going on. So my back has just been killing me quickly. Since my weight has been slowing down for this month, I am thinking that maybe my goal will be a lot smaller. Like instead of my 10-pound goal, maybe I'll do like a 5-pound goal. I would like to say I want my goal to be 180. Maybe I'll do like a happy goal and a stretch goal. So like my happy goal would be if I got down to like 183, and then my stretch goal would be like 180. So let's see, can I get somewhere there by the end of the month? As I said, I'm not sure where I'm going to stop on the weight loss. I thought I would be happy at 189. And maybe I would have been if I didn't have that like loose skin. I mean, pregnancies, a bunch of surgeries, and just being fat in general and losing weight rapidly, like it was bound to happen. It's not a lot of loose skin, but it's enough to make me feel really self-conscious because I used to be pretty fit when I was 189 last time, so it was all pretty tight. So hopefully the exercising will tone that down, but I could see myself losing like at least the 10 pounds. So once I lose that, we'll kind of come back and just discuss together what I think I'm gonna do. I am definitely contemplating different kinds of like weight loss or like weight maintaining content for my channel and my like social media. So stay tuned for that. Don't hold me to it right away. I am trying to kind of work out the kinks. I have a lot of content I'm working on between my bookish content and this content and my crafting content, and I just want to make it all work without overwhelming myself, because I do have a tendency to overwhelm myself very quickly, which doesn't end well for me. So we'll see. Anyway, that is my weight loss update. I'm a little burnt out this month. Like I just said, I do have a tendency to overwhelm myself. Everything I was doing the last few weeks, I basically did a challenge on my social media and even on my YouTube shorts where I tried to read 13 books in 12 days, and I read 12 books in 12 days, which I failed. But can it really be much of a fail if I was able to read basically a book a day? I think that was cool because I've never read that much in one period of time, and while yes, I am very burnt out and I'm very exhausted, it is something I will do something similar of next month. I'm gonna do like an every month thing. I'm definitely gonna need at least a month to recuperate. Because of me doing that challenge, all the books that I read, I didn't want to spend the time writing the scripts and recording because I wanted to use those that precious time to read more. So now I have quite a lot to record today. Maybe between today and tomorrow. I can't see myself making all these book reviews, plus this, plus my July review, plus all my challenges. I don't know. I don't see that happening. Anyway, wish me luck, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.